In the previous video, we just completed historical and forecasted assumptions, and now we're getting into finishing supporting schedules for working capital, depreciation, debt schedule, and retained earnings schedule. So let's start with the working capital schedule. Please notice that we already basically built it for historical years, and we can just take the formulas we already built and fill it to the right for all forecasted years. Please note that because we did not fill forecast period for the balance sheet for accounts receivables, inventories, and accounts payable yet up above, we can see lots of zeros here. The situation will change as soon as we fill up the balance sheet. So just trust the steps. You know that the formulas are correct here. Trust the steps and it all will be filled up back into our financial statements. In this case scenario, after the balance sheet will be filled, my working capital schedule will be filled, and change in net working capital will go into my cash flow statement for forecasted period. Trust the steps here. And now let's work on depreciation schedule. First of all, here I want to fill up property, plant, and equipment ending balance. I'm gonna find it in my balance sheet above. In the row 23. That's my ending balance, meaning that my PP&A beginning balance will be equals to the ending balance of the previous year. So I will go ahead and link it. As for the CapEx, I'm gonna grab CapEx from my cash flow statement, forecasted periods. It's in the row 47. However, again, it's not filled yet, so just trust the steps. As soon as cash flow statement will be filled, my supporting schedules will be filled up as well. And because my CapEx here in cash flow statement is negative, it's my cash outflow, I'm going to put minus sign for the formula in my supporting schedules, because here I want to add CapEx to property, plant, and equipment beginning balance. Next is less depreciation. Since it's minus depreciation, again, I'm going to put minus sign here and go ahead and grab depreciation in my income statement in the row 10. And same idea here, as soon as income statement will be filled, it all will beautifully flow to my supporting schedules. Now I'm gonna sum up for the cell J90. PP&A ending balance would be my property, plant, and equipment beginning balance plus CapEx and minus depreciation. Alt equals, and I will fill it all to the right with Control R, and trust the steps that it will all flow beautifully through the whole model. Following this similar logic, we will build debt schedule. Debt ending balance I'm going to find in my balance sheet in the row 28. My beginning balance of debt will be equals to my ending balance, and my debt issuance repayment I can find in the row 51. Here it is in my cash flow statement. And again, as soon as we fill up forecast period for cash flow statement, it will be filled up here for debt schedule as well. My debt ending balance, Alt equals, it's a sum of two items above, and I'm going to fill it all to the right with Control R and move on to the next schedule, retained earnings calculation. For retained earnings ending balance, I'm going to find it again in my balance sheet. Let's go ahead and find it in the row 32 right here. My beginning balance equals to my ending balance of the the previous year. My net income, we have it in the income statement. So let's go ahead and find it. In the row 16, again, trust the steps here. And my dividends, I will find in the cash flow statement in the row 52. And make sure you convert the sign here into negative, minus sign, because I need to subtract dividends from retained earnings beginning balance, add net income to calculate retained earnings ending balance. So as I flipped the sign for dividends, I can use again Alt equal function here and sum it up and fill it all to the right with Control R. Beautiful. We did fill up all the formulas for supporting schedules here. And now step number 6, 7, and 8 is filling up income statement, balance sheet, and cash flow statement for forecasted periods. Let's go ahead and do it in the following videos.